subscribe for more videos.
Welcome back, everybody. We got ourselves a woodcutter's hut. Woodcutter hut 2. So that's actually the second level. For some reason, it renames it as the next one in a row, like we just built 2 of them. That's okay. There's some seeds sitting around here. We'll have to sort that out in a moment. Now, there's one other thing I need to make a couple of, which is the storage devices, or the fire, the whatever it's called, the torch sort of things. We made a flimsy torch. We can store a bunch of materials in here, for instance, if we want to. When they're stored in here, they are usable by the builders. That's good to note, that it's having them just having them in the woodcutter's hut is actually going to give us a place to use them from. So we put that in there, put the bark in there. We put thatch over here. We can get resin and pine and fiber can go in that one, and then we get the sticks can be held in that one. Logs in there and long sticks in there. So we can get a builder or a woodcutter on this and get them started training. That would probably be a good idea since it's now a tier 2. They will be able to provide some materials for us. So who's our woodcutter? Gunhild, you're on the job. Gunhild. Oh, Arv doesn't have a home. It's unfortunate. Really? Oh, right. Because we let Arv's home get shattered. I believe it's now operational again. Yes, it is. Okay. Back to work, Arv. We are going to leave just Gunhild on the trades job for now. She's the only one that's going to do a job for now. And we will let the others come help us with the build. Hi, Gunhild. What's the matter? Don't know where to look for wood harvest mark. Oh, right. I destroyed the markers, so I need to fix that. I intentionally took that marker down, intending to take all the other markers down. This one is ugly, fluffy, holding up in the air. That's fine. Take that apart and grab the rope. Thank you. And then I'm also going to take the gatherer's one marker down. We're going to put the markers for my sanity and organization, and so that I can explain what I'm doing visually easier to everybody. We're going to leave markers all in clusters. So I will put the 4 primary markers repeatedly in groups. I think we'll go ahead and we could probably stick them on the edge of this hill here. I kind of want it close to the mine, so this seems like a sensible spot. We can go just at the base of this ridge. Sounds good. There. One of those. And we'll put another marker right here. And we'll hit Q and Q. And actually, I can put the materials in there because I have them. So the builders will just toss them into place and smack them together. Food forager goes there as well. And then the 4th one is the building resource marker. I don't need a patrol marker, but these are good like that. All right. And then that, and that. We don't have anybody assigned there. There you go. You guys fixed it. Good. Look at them go. They're amazing. So that stuff will give us the markers for it. Now, if we hit the map, we can see right here, we can go show range. All of this area is now covered by all 3 of those. You can see this faint coloring. That's the inside the builder one. So the building materials is like the smallest one. So I'd want to have like another set of rings that kind of overlaps and probably go with, you know, something that gives them a bit of a bit of overlap for all the resources. So we want to set over here as well. And now we've got the builders there. They can go ahead and do that stuff pretty darn quickly. If I make up some rope, I think we have enough rope actually. I think I stored enough rope in the workshop to gather what we needed. I'm gonna grab sticks here. They can't gather these sticks. I think they might be gatherable by some trades, but I don't remember who does the gathering. Actually, I'm going to move the pin back to here. About here. Sounds good. There's a nice, beautiful blood there. Let's go ahead and build those again. Unfortunately, there's no, like, rebuild button. I wish you could, like, just copy and paste all 4 of them, but this is a little tedious when with the number of these flags you need to put down. That's fine. Kind of tilt them like that. Good. We'll hit Q, 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 and I'll just try to deposit what I have in here. Good, they just need some sticks for that, so I don't want to deal with that. I will take this Jotun blood apart, though. Builders will come and take care of that in a heartbeat. So what this is going to do is give all of our gatherers, as we move around the village, I'm not doing more of those right now, but as we move around the village and work around the area, I want to keep expanding by putting those quadrants of flags down. Once they're finished, all of them, we'll see why putting them together makes it so much easier. In my opinion, it makes it so much easier to really keep track of where your gatherers and your workers are going to be. Kind of a land claim and a don't go there all mixed in together. Because we don't want them to be hanging out by the wolf den, but we don't want them to be ignoring good resource spots because we didn't bother putting them in the right places. Right, water there, it's good. Lovely. I will, oh, there's some, oh, that's a nest. I was going to say there's some summer veggies down, but that's not a cabbage. It is not summertime yet. I feel like we're really buzzing along here. It's great. We don't have our gatherer set to gather yet, and that's okay. What we do need is our woodcutter just being able to get supplies, and then our builders to be able to gather whatever materials they need. So if we chop down trees in the circle of one of those areas, or we drop rope or anything in that area, it doesn't matter if the building that they're looking to build needs rope and it's all the way across camp. If the items is in any of the building circles, they will go and travel as far as they need to get the stuff. So that's helpful. Right, these trees over here would not be available if we built something where the woodcutter is. But the woodcutter's supplies that she has put in the woodcutter's hut is available, and anything that's sitting on the ground that's in those circles of the build circles is also available. Now look at that big thing starting to get some one shots off. Excellent. We do need more big fir trees, so we'll chop some of those. We actually could go get a big fir or big axe made. That would be useful. Oh, double tree. Convenient. We could get a big axe made for ourselves, because we're going to break this one soon, and for our woodcutter. And then she can actually collect the logs and knock down the big trees as well. All right, now we do have the builders, the flags for these areas. This section through here, where I'm working, is just out of range, so I wouldn't mind putting another one, let's say right about there, on the ridge between those two resources. Put another set of gathering flags in here, and that'll make sure they get a little more access. Let's go and put those in right away. Now the sticks and stuff that they need to make these with are actually going to be close enough on the ground where we just chopped down stuff, so they'll be able to use those, but they can't use the rope unless it's built for them. See if I can put the rope in. Nope, don't cut the tree, dude. There, do that. You're good, and good. Rope. No, sticks are what's needed. Somebody will grab them, I think, but we'll see. I've got 2 here, so I can do that. There's so many of them. One builder could do this pretty much as efficiently as we need, but whatever. Aha! I got him! Got him! Yes! Once you get them down to about 1.5 bars of health, they are, they're disabled. They're stopped. They're slowed enough. Good. Bit of leather, bit more red meat, more bone. And more importantly, I feel vindicated for having killed one of those horrible evil creatures. I don't need the pine seeds. I'll take the bone instead. Is that it? It is? Alright. Lots of crap sitting around. Let's double check that we don't. We need the two next buildings up. So over here, we'll get this one upgraded. Good. And that'll unlock the farm for us. And then the stonecutter will unlock the come on, there we go. The stone will unlock the upgrade to the workshop. Good stuff. We don't have the tools yet. Can I make the extra tool here? Probably not yet, but maybe. Oh, there we go. Maybe. A big stone axe. I do have the fiber for it. Good. Right. Stone axe, put it in here. I'm going to take my stone axe, dump it up in there. Can I make another one? I had 3 more sticks I could. Bet you she's got some sticks, or he's got... Who's running on here? I don't know. Gunhild. Hi. I'm going to get this, grab some sticks. See how easy that is? We don't have to go gather them. It's lovely. And I'll chop up or make another axe for myself. So I've got the surplus. All right. Then that building... See how they were actually able to gather it? They're actually able to go get the stuff. That's great. I'd like a road. I intentionally made this space through here, and I'd like a road to go right through here. Do we have the road building tool yet? No, we need the workshop hut finished in order to do that. And I think we can't even start that upgrade until we get the stonecutter's hut upgrade. Okay. Large stone needed. We have had one over here somewhere. Guess not. I'm going to leave that blood shard right there because I love the look of it. It's awesome. My health is a little touch low. Do we have any food? We have one garlic there. Let's use it. And do we summon another friend or not? I think if we get people working on the stone and the foraging and the workshop, that'll be 3. And we have 6 people, so it'll only leave us 2 builders. Let's go ahead and build in a couple more shelters. So before we do, we'll terraform a bit of space for them in here. Now, if you put this thing, line this thing up and tell them to, terraform this section, and you want to shuffle it, you can do that with Q and E after you've made the second placement. Do that. And then we'll do another one right next to it. We're going to terraform all the way over to the middle of this opening here. And we're going to use that to build our cottages around in a circle. I'm looking forward to how that's going to pan out. But this flimsy torch is pretty crappy. It gets quenched pretty easily by the water. I want to be upgrading that really soon. From here, I'm going to go ahead and terraform out a little further, out to like this birch tree, or this fir tree here. Let's take down this fir tree. They will eventually, so I might as well. Our woodcutter should have access to the bigger axe now, which means he should be able to, she should be able to take out the fir trees now. Gunhild should be able to do that. Okay, we are in day 5, and we're actually nearly able to get this thing, these things built, which is pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with how that's turning out. I'm going to go ahead and take out one of these large stone clumps because they produce, like, I think the big Jotun blood shards might produce 1, maybe 2 large stones. This produces 4 or 5, maybe 6, somewhere in there. I'm sure 5 is viable. So that's going to make a big difference for the buildings. We do have to get that the Gatherer's Hut upgraded, or Gatherer's Pit upgraded to a Gatherer's Hut, which is the tier 2. And then that'll unlock the farm. Right now, we just finished, recently, they finished the, if you didn't notice, they finished the stone cutter's hut now. It's now a tier 2, so look at that. Yeah, 5 big shards is much better. 5 big chunks. And what's good about this is that we now can do the tier 2 on the workshop. That's pretty fabulous. We can actually go ahead and put this well in here as well. This well as well. Let's put the swell as well. Put that swell as well. Good. Then the upgrade on this is available. Lovely. I will put the materials in there that I have. All right. So next, probably we need some flag extensions over a couple more spots. So we have the range there. We would put one here, but that's right next to the wolf den. Let's go down this way and put one. So about there. I like the Venn diagram system we got going down there. So let's go this way, put in a new one. We'll gather some stuff along the way, like this beautiful Jotun shard. How many blood do we have? I can't even gather them. Let's dump off the materials here. There's some storage for small items like stones and blades and rope and leather and bone. That should do. And we can put these in here. Lovely. Now we'll go take care of that thing. As long as our pick is in decent shape. It's at 60-ish%. Let's take out one of these. We're nearing midnight. All right. We're getting there. All right. I feel like we've been getting wildly lucky with these things. I'm going to use that 3 again. That's perfectly peachy as far as I'm concerned. That's awesome. I'm stuck on something. Why am I... Oh, I'm stuck on putting my fingers on the wrong spot on the keyboard. That's smart. S-M-R-T. I am smart. What was I doing before I got distracted by bad key coordination? Oh yes, a flag set down there. We could do that. We get those started. There's some more Jotun blood here as well. How close are we to full? We could take this guy out. Alright, I'll say I'm very grateful for the 2 that I get from this one. Because we've been super, super fortunate before. So, alright, down towards that marker. That'll help. Also, man, there's corpses to pick up and clean up here as well. I'll drop these stones behind. The smacking apart those guys will actually yield us some resources. The skeleton's mostly just stone, or what's it called? Bone. But over here, let's go and double check their map is appropriate here. This seems good. Yeah, somewhere there. Pretty good. All right, we'll place them in here. I will plop down the flag quadrants. Quartet. The 4 flag the colored flag quartet. Blue, green. What is this? Mauve, purplish. And the tan builders. Builders is the smallest radius. Let's do that, 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 and that. And you see how it bumps the other projects off the list? Okay by me. And then I guess we should do another set, but we're getting real full on inventory space. Do we summon? Yeah, let's put another bed down. Let's put another couple of beds down, actually. We did request a terraforming here. So that we could oh. Yeah, that's not being changed. See that? Who's this? This is Adele. Oh, she's still on that job. Dismiss her barbecuing skill. Thanks, Adele, but you don't need to keep barbecuing, girl. We do have... Actually, we've got some stuff we could have for barbecue, but that's fine. Let's light this up. Don't have much fuel, but... Don't really have... Firekeeping 1! Yay! I'll add a couple sticks foolishly into there. Maybe that's enough to cook them. Maybe not. Alright. I'll terraform this. So these tiles we're not terraforming right because they're kind of locked, like I was saying before. See, that's physically locked into that terrain. We can't terraform down that space because of its proximity to the mine. It's just there's some oddball tile interaction there, which is fine. We can just take the spots down we want. Like that, and then this one can just be dismantled. That'll work. And cooked, cooked, and cooked. Good. That works. Oh, we have no resin to add to this fuel spot. That's unfortunate. Is there resin sitting over here? Gotta be. There, no, that's terrain tool. Where's the resin? Come on. Can't seem to select it. There we go. Oh, and I've got no space. I can't even do that. That's alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we might as well activate the person. We'll get some beds in soon. Sven with his Spring Vitality and Iron Stomach. Or we have our first stone cutter with Storm Forged, which means they'll be happy to work out in the storms. Which is odd because our miners tend to work well in mines. There's that too. Alright. Get the chopping done here. We'll do this part to give them a little bit of a head start on the terraforming, which will also let me put in those new shelters when morning hits. I should have done the ropes. Don't have room for the ropes. There must be ropes stuck in the workshop. We're almost at the point where we want to put the workshop people to work. Probably what we do as soon as we start summoning these new friends in. We have somebody for it. We get somebody on the new person coming in, I forget their name, can be assigned as a stone gatherer. And that will provide the material for the blades of the weapons, or the tools rather. And then, because of that, we'll actually have the ability to do, to have our our workshop operational, getting villagers materials for tools. Go. 9 homes will be great. Excellent. New person's going to be on there. Workshop is going to have a worker. All right, that'll be fine. Did I put fiber? I did. Well, thanks everyone for joining me. Have yourselves a great rest of the day. Hope you enjoy your time. Please hit the like button before you head out if you don't mind. Really appreciate that. See you in game.